Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 45 of Risky Radio. My name's Ben, aka Shopa, and joining me tonight as always, Zach, aka Risky the Kid.
Hello everybody.
And Lewis, aka Waterloo.
Hey,
Lewis!
that was not me. Disclaimer, warnings. That's not me either. This is me right here. This. It's a me, Lewis. That's me.
That's a you?
That's a me.
That's a you.
Yep.
So Lewis, how was your week, bud?
My week, well, it was fairly good.
Yeah.
I'd been doing pretty good at work, slaying the phones.
Slay them phones.
Probably slinging them if I had to guess.
I mean, I don't put them in a slingshot and hit people with them, so no, I don't sling them.
Don't lie. If you could have slung one at that old lady, you would have smoked her with it.
I probably would have. She did have an issue though, and by her issue, she had brain surgery, so she couldn't think straight. So
You probably shouldn't whip phones at disabled people.
I didn't, and she wasn't disabled. She just couldn't think right. Then she called on the phone, and I knew exactly who she was.
I think they call that
she
a
stopped
disability.
in looking for you and was trying to get something as well.
Yeah, it was a screen protector that we didn't.
We'll
get.
never have.
Yeah. But that's going good. I've been playing a decent amount of games. Been playing some PUBG, some Monster Hunter, and then I stopped playing those two once I rented Shadow of Colossus. Been playing also some Darkest Dungeon. I still can't put that game down.
You said, I remember last week you said you bought the expansions. Did you get a chance to play them finally?
Yeah, I've been playing the expansions. They're really fun. The Crimson Courtyard, I'm pretty sure it's called. I've just been kind of going into the Crimson Courtyard with a few people.
So is that like a new area?
Yeah, because you know how you have the four areas,
yeah,
and then the Darkest Dungeon you can go into.
Yep.
It's just another area you go into. Different enemies. Also with different enemies, you got two different heroes, I guess, or
New classes?
Yeah, new classes. I can't remember what they're called, honestly.
One's a sword breaker? Shield breaker?
Shield breaker, yeah. She's like the best way to explain her is she's like one of the, I'm going to butcher this, but Guardians or something from Zelda, the like tall Amazon women that only have women. I definitely butchered their name. But people are probably screaming at me right now.
Like the ones from Wonder Woman?
No, they're from like Zelda. And they're like
Guardians.
I can't pronounce
Guatemalans.
But they're not. They're
the people you pick up from Home Depot to help do
that's
yard
Spanish
work.
folk. But anyways, Guidos? No, that's
nope,
Italian.
those are Italian.
I can't remember. But the shield breaker reminds me a lot of those girls that are dressed up.
Is that an all-female class in Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah,
okay.
It's only a female class.
Gotcha.
And then the other one is kind of like a ritualist, a satanic almost. He's got a weird like
Gerudo.
Yeah, that's it. I was way off.
Gerudos.
Yeah, the other class is like a satanic dude. He's got weird spike collars, and he does a lot of bleed damage, and then he heals himself and your allies pretty well. It's fun. That Monster Hunter got into that, finally killed the Ajda.
The
Anjanathi.
I hope you killed your Ajda. That's probably not a good thing to be walking around with.
I killed that thing, got through the next part. I've unlocked everything. Kind of just
You've
like
unlocked everything.
I unlocked all the 5 little areas you can kind of explore into.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I'm kind of
you just beat the Anjanath and you unlocked
it goes really quick once you beat the Anjanath.
Okay, gotcha.
It unlocks the other 3 really quick.
That was one thing. I also played Monster Hunter it was literally just for that Anjanath fight. It was like right after work one day. Mm-hmm. I was like, I need to do something in Monster Hunter quick.
Yeah.
So I got in there. was like, yeah, this will probably take like 10 minutes, and it was like a 40-minute fight because I was doing it by myself. But that dude is a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
he's got like
he
a
really
built-in flamethrower in his mouth.
Yep,
he's a jerk.
Yep,
big old jerk face.
Yeah, that PUBG playing decent. Actually, not as much as I wanted to be playing of that. Played with some random people earlier today. I did pretty good.
I did as well the other night.
I got like 3 kills, and then I played another one. I got a kill, 2 kills or something.
Did you have any communication with them at all?
The one I did the best in, I didn't have any communication, is, and I played as a redneck. I was like, howdy guys, let's go kill me some people. Let's all team up over here, and let's kill me some ruffians and stuff like that. Did pretty good. And then another one, 2 people had a mic. Communication was still pretty bad with them, and then I joined one, and all 4 of us had mics, and we did pretty good, except for we played too aggressive, which kind of
it's the best way to play that game.
I played a couple of solo squads as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of the guys who's like living with his like 6 brothers and his mom's place, and so like his mic's on, but you just hear all the kids running around behind him.
Those are the worst kind of people.
And that's all you heard.
Yep. Now, do you like strike up conversations with these people?
No, I mute my microphone.
Okay, yeah. It depends on what they're
talking
like. I mute them or not. But yeah, I mean, I do that, and it was pretty fun.
I would communicate by shooting my gun.
Oh.
If I knew somebody was near me, I'd shoot my gun up in the air, and my teammates would be like, he's shooting at somebody, and run to me, and then I'd like point my gun to where the people were so that they knew where I was like going to shoot them.
I had a person that was like, oh, he's at the blue building. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of blue buildings. We need numbers. And he's like, oh, I meant the blue dot. I'm like, the blue person or the blue marker that you put? So the guy was very not
specific.
Yeah. In that game, you kind of need to be specific.
That's why they give you a compass.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, that's my week in a nutshell.
I had one really, really good PUBG game this past week. I was playing first person. No.
Oh.
I finished in 5th place with 13 kills.
That's pretty
Jesus.
good. In first person mode?
In first person. And I died because I killed some guy who was hiding in the blue, like in a tower, just hiding there. And then as I was trying to heal, some guy just came out of nowhere. And I don't even know where I died from. But
rat bastard.
Yeah, so it was one of those games like you get in and you get like, I think I landed at school. I got like 4 kills right off the rip, and I was just like running around, and it felt like everyone else was kind of moving in slow motion. So like I was be running, and there'd be like a guy in a bush, and he would shoot at me and miss like 10 bullets, and then I'd just turn around and just smoke him in the chest. So it was one of those games. So it was kind of unfortunate I lost, but
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, PUBG's still fun to me, even though I get mad after like 4 games.
Yeah, it's usually about how it goes.
I didn't play any PUBG this week.
I tried. You kept saying no. No.
Well, it was one of my
no
bad weeks.
I want to say it was one of my bad weeks, but I beat 2 games this week, so it's not
bad.
Not too bad. I ended up picking up Celeste on the Switch. It's a super brutal 2D platformer. Reminded me, difficulty-wise, something like Cuphead or Super Meat Boy. And it's just a super difficult platformer. You have a dash, and you can hold on to walls. So like those are your two. It's the 2 ways you're traversing. Is you could jump once, and then you have a dash, which you could do like up, down, or diagonal. And then if you're holding like right trigger, I think you would grip onto any walls on the sides. So that's how the whole traversal thing went. But yeah, it actually had a story to it, which I feel like a lot of these don't have super deep stories or anything like that. But this is about the main character, Madeline, who's climbing Mount Celeste, and she's like struggling with like mental health issues because when she gets to the actual mountain, she like meets her depression is like, it's weird. She meets her depression. Yeah. Her depression is like, it forms into another person. It's like another version of her, like a dark gothic version of her kind of.
It's like the Dark Link.
Okay. Exactly. And so like she's battling with that the whole time, and I'm not going to spoil stuff for the story. It's a decent story for a platformer. It took me about
$19.
Yeah, it was $20. Took me, I think it said 8.5 hours to beat. But even once you beat it, like you haven't really beat it. So it's through like 9 levels. I think it's it's 9 levels, but there's like 1,000 rooms altogether or something insane like that.
Jesus.
So once you get to like the end of the game and the credits roll, you can progress the story further if you go back and get these like hidden hearts. There's one in each like level, and you need to collect them all to go to like one final bonus level. I haven't done that or anything. I just rolled credits, and that felt like I had done enough. But yeah, that game's super good, especially if you like any type of 2D platformers. I think this is definitely one to check out. Played a bunch of Shadow of the Colossus. That was really the only thing. So I didn't play a ton of Xbox. Like I said, I hopped on, killed the Anjanath on Monster Hunter World, but I think that's literally the only time I had my Xbox on. It was a lot of Switch and PlayStation 4 for me this week.
Yeah, Shadow Colossus has been amazingly fun.
That game is something. It's really pretty to look at, especially when you hold it next to the PS2 version of it. Like,
I can imagine.
You didn't play the original, right?
No, on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
So I guess we didn't really have anything to.
You need to ask me if I played it.
I mean, Ben, did you play Shadow of the Colossus on the PS2?
No, I didn't get a chance to play it.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I just wanted to be included.
No, I guess I just assumed. I figured you played a lot.
It was a correct assumption.
Your parents limited you to like sports games and stuff, right? When you were young.
But I can see this game like being classified as.
I don't know. This
okay.
Is it M for mature?
It seems like it should have been.
Why? All you're doing is stabbing a giant creature and ink comes out of it.
Yeah, but that's like it's blood, like it's soul.
Yeah, but it's ink.
You're leaking its
It's not
soul
like there's
out
any
of its
talking in
body.
the actual game.
There's some talking. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of quiet and I'm talking right into the mic.
You don't have to actually say it.
Turn you up a little bit. You're welcome.
Now they know.
Oh, hey, there he is.
Hey, Luce is back.
I've never had a game make me feel shitty about killing things, but those first few Colossus, like the ones that didn't seem like hostile, I guess, like ones that weren't swinging giant swords at me, or
so like the animal-looking ones.
Yeah,
I don't know. That bird's kind of an asshole. I mean, you kind of set its anger off by shooting an arrow at it. So
well, okay. So even like the bird Colossi, it just sits up on a perch and it's just like looks down at you like, what are you doing? And then once you fire arrows at it, it's like, okay, what the fuck? Like, stop it! I'm gonna kill you. You climb onto the fucking thing and you stab it in the face a few times and it dies. It feels horrible.
I really enjoyed that battle. That was actually a lot of fun.
Any ones where there was like flight? Did you get to the desert one where there's like a flying desert thing that had these big sacks under it that you had to shoot at?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
I'm about to fight. I think it's like another Hydra, but it's underwater. It's in the sand. I think I'm going to the sand now. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
they said desert.
There's
Did
definitely
you buy this game, Lou, or do you still have it from Redbox?
I still have it at Redbox.
How long have you had it from Redbox?
2 days.
When did you rent it?
Saturday night.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Saturday night because I left work early Saturday.
But so I don't know. I just feel like
it was a bad day. Okay.
Well, I was just shaking my head. And it's all right.
Okay. Well. Yeah, I don't know. Those first couple of Colossi though, that just didn't seem like they really gave a fuck that you were there, and you just like climb up on them, and they're just like shaking their bodies, like get off of me, and then you just murder them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying. I kind of when I picked up Monster Hunter World, I thought I'd be fighting monsters this big. Some of them,
you will be eventually.
I fought one that big so far.
Yeah, but you're what, like 15 hours into the game?
I think I'm like 16 to 17 hours. Actually, no, I think I'm 20 hours in. I'm over 20 hours in.
But I'm saying like the end game of Monster Hunter seems like that's where you might be fighting Colossus size.
I don't think I think you only fight one Colossus sized enemy, and that's that creature you're tracking.
A whiny baby. That's what you are.
I'm just realistic.
Call the wambulance?
If you could
want some cheese with that one?
Yes.
One thing I also really liked about the game is how there's no like HUD element at all.
Yeah.
Well, once you're like in a battle, you have your like stamina and your health. But when you're just like traveling to your locations,
can I admit?
Yep.
It took until my fourth Colossus to know that was my stamina bar.
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
I never had a problem climbing on anything before, or realized that stamina bar was the reason. I thought I just let go of R2 on accident, which is why, like, when it was shaking me off, and that was at nothing.
Yeah, it also starts to make like beeping. A noise, like clink, clink.
It does
clink,
that when your
clink,
health
clink,
is low
clink,
too.
Clink, clink, clink. I mean, that could just mean that you were navigating your way up the Colossi well enough that you never really had to worry about your stamina bar going down. I guess maybe. So good work.
Good job.
Thanks.
You're just really good at games.
Yeah, but I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I definitely want to beat it.
Yeah, so this was the other game I played and finished up. The ending's pretty. Yeah, you should play all the way through it. I'm obviously not going to spoil anything, but
I'm just going to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked. And
I mean, I have a guess at what happens.
I'm afraid that you'll guess it right, and then I'll somehow give it away.
I don't think you will.
Okay, I'll hide my face right now, and you just say it. Go.
No, I'm just gonna. I'll wait. I'll wait till
guess. I want to hear your guess.
Next episode, and then I'll
just say it now. I'm hiding my face.
What does your face have to do with anything?
Because he'll smile and give it away.
I don't want to give away. I don't want to show you emotion.
Yeah. So.
Well,
say.
I think in the end, what happens is she might come back alive, but then the toll he's taken through killing all these monsters, like the black stuff that comes through him, he ends up giving his life for hers, and that's the trade-off.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
I feel like this also somehow ties in with ICO.
I'd heard that this falls before ICO.
What's ICO?
It's another game made by these guys.
I would love them to see them remake that game so much. So
maybe these Blue Point. I think Blue Point is the one who recreated this one.
I would love that.
Maybe they'll do ICO, because then you also had, what's their newest game?
What is it?
Guardian, The Last Guardian.
Yeah, with Bird Dog.
So that's supposed to be the third one, I think. So I think they're all connected somehow, but not like it's not like one main character going from game to game to game.
Can we address the big elephant in the room? The camera.
Hey, come on, man! I've been trying to cut my pounds.
He's right there. You don't need to be a dick,
Lewis. No, I have to agree with you. Controlling the camera with the right thumbstick was very rough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's weird. Like, they fixed so many. Like, they improved the game in so many ways graphically.
Oh yeah.
But then they left all of how controls. It played. Yeah, like the controls and the camera seems like that didn't change at all.
I didn't even know there was a lock.
There's two different styles.
Yes.
Did you ever go into your options?
There's
the style you played on, which is the base one, and there's a classic style.
Oh, so I didn't even play on the classic style, and it still felt like shit.
It might have felt improved.
I think the classic style is actually
even
better.
Worse or better.
No, I think one of the videos I ended up watching, the guy was talking about how he plays on like the classic style because it works so much better with the game. So I don't know if that changed any camera stuff or what.
I didn't even think to click into anything like that.
I went in and changed a bunch of settings.
I think like the controls didn't bother me at all, I guess.
It's just I hated how there was that constant the camera would always just fix back on like,
or like when you got like in close to a Colossus, the camera like went right on top of your guy real quick, and then as he like rotated around, it like went really far back out.
Yeah, or if like you were near a wall, it would just put the camera inside of the wall. Yes, and you'd just be looking at a wall.
Yeah. Or like I had a lot of trouble. The horse seemed really weird to control for me as well.
The horse, if you weren't like pushing forward and
holding triangle,
constantly hitting triangle.
It was either hold or tap triangle. Yeah, you could
hold it?
Yeah, you could hold it too.
Son of a bitch.
Well, once you got up to the third tier, you had to hit it once to get him going, hit it once to get him to gallop, and then hit it once again to have him run, and hold it, and he would run.
But then you could let it go.
But then if you let go and then like turn, he would stop running, and he'd start galloping again.
So I got this sore ass thumb for nothing. I'm sitting there fucking smashing this
and also
button.
I found myself holding the triangle and then moving my left thumb over to move the camera around too.
Yeah, I definitely did a little bit
I just tried to control it at whatever camera angle I was and do the angle it was going, because it's like it wasn't one of the ones where you hold down like forward and move side to side with it.
Yeah,
it was like you let off your thumbstick, and then when you have to change the direction, you tap it a couple of times, one way or the other.
And did you also know that if you had to, when you pulled up your sword, you had to let go of trying to aim
Yep.
Or she would start
just
looking up
in the
down.
sky. I
Yeah.
did that with my bow too. When I try to aim my bow in at first, I was literally just aiming into the sky.
Yep.
Speaking of bows, I must have missed the tutorial for the bow, but the very first guy that I think he's down on the beach, right?
No.
The very first one was right in front of
And
the
you
you had to do the
climbed up.
climbing session.
Okay.
And then he popped up right above you.
So the one where you like cross your bridge and then go down to like
Yep,
the beach
that's the
that's
second
right
one.
behind it. So it's the second one.
Yep.
I had to that was one of them I had to look up because I didn't even realize I had a fucking bow.
Oh, really?
I kept trying to like go under and like because you had to hit the bottom of his feet.
Yep.
And I just kept trying to like roll and hit him with the knife or the sword, like over and over, just trying to sword the bottom of his feet.
Oh, you didn't see the
And
thing that said switch weapons
I
with a left and right?
I must have missed it because no, just forever, and I was hitting like everything except for the stupid D-pad. Apparently, I was trying. So that was one I had to look up. There was one later on as well. That was super weird. Yeah. It becomes challenging. A lot of the solutions to these puzzles came with me, like I stumbled across them.
I would kind of just waiting long enough that the dude's voice gives you a clue.
Yeah, but even then, so the third Colossus, the one where he has the big sword and he slams it on the ground.
Yeah.
I had no idea what to do. The guy kept saying, "Take it to the ground. Its stuff is brittle."
Yeah, so
I
I
kept
tried
trying to shoot it in the back of the knees.
But
like I jumped on top of it, like
ginormous thing in the middle.
I
like,
had no. I thought
let
that's
me
just
see if he can
where
hit this.
like rested or something. I didn't have any idea about it.
That was my.
So like I was like jumping on him and like jumping to his legs and jumping to the other leg, jumping to the other arm, trying all these things.
Yeah.
And I'm running around. I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm gonna start looking it up. So like as I'm like on my last run before I go look it up, the guy accidentally hits that pad and it just breaks his arm off. And I was like, well, fuck me, right?
Well, I was running around for a while trying to figure something out, and I see that thing was weird in the middle. So I'm like, well, I saw him also do like the stab down motion with his sword too. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to get him to hit this, and he wound up hitting it. And
Boom.
I tried to get him to like run off the side of the thing.
Yeah, I had one where I was trying to dump a Colossus off the side of a cliff, and that's not how you had to do that at all. It was with the geysers.
Oh yeah,
they would knock him over. I was like, oh, do I have to knock him over like into a cliff to kill him? No. So, I mean, the game's not challenging once you figure out the puzzles, I would say.
Yeah, once you
figuring
out how
out
to get the Colossus,
how to get to those like weak organs on them, that's the toughest part of the game.
Yep.
I'm not really sure what the difficulty goes into. Like
I went normal.
I played it on easy.
I'm probably assuming how many hits it takes to kill the Colossus.
Yeah, but that seems like once you're up there, it's not like
hard to finish.
Well, because
is it that much harder to have to like stab down two more times?
I don't know. Well, it comes with the
like
stamina because you're holding on to it, and sometimes it just wiggles and waggles so much.
The final boss, I came within like a fraction of my stamina bar left because he was just like head banging and just didn't want me up there at all. So the chance to actually get down and stab, like it was so far and in between for me that I just got it. If I had to start over that last boss, which you'll see, the last boss is the only boss where I was like, I fucking want to kill you. The other ones I was like, oh, like why am I killing these? The last guy, fuck the last guy. The 16th Colossus, he's an asshole. So have fun killing him when you get there, because fuck that guy.
All right,
that's how I feel.
Roger that.
Roger, good.
That last Colossal will die.
He will hopefully.
Maybe not. We know how good Lou is at video games.
He's definitely the most aggressive of all the Colossi, it seems.
Okay. Well, now that I have the knowledge of the lock button, it should be a lot easier for me.
That's it's important to lock onto your target. Well, hey, in Monster Hunter, I didn't know that you could target specific body parts until you told me. So we all learn something new every day. I didn't even know how to draw a bow. So, I mean.
Like, it's pretty simple. You just do kind of like a half a circle and then a line down, and that's a bow.
Oh, but I don't have a pencil or paper.
Yeah.
Ouch, that hurt. But so good. How long did it take you? You said like 8 hours.
Oh, I was gonna say that. No, this was 5.5 hours for me.
On easy.
On easy, yeah.
Okay.
I would like to know what changed from easy to medium. Like even I wonder if
How are you feeling its speed of stamina?
That probably maybe lower health bar too.
You get damaged easier.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of things could be. I don't know if they'd add like extra weak points on, like more points you have to go to.
Okay, how many weak points did you have on the bird?
I think it was just 2
Where?
on its head and it's like lower back.
Okay, I
Like
had
its
3
tail.
on the bird for me. I had each wing and then on the very end of the tail. I had to
So
stab
maybe-
each wing and then I had to
don't
run
know.
to the very end
I
of the tail to
can't-
stab that.
Can't remember what I had for breakfast, so I doubt I'm going to remember exactly what Colossi and where its weak points were.
Well, the only reason why I
even
said bird is because it was the most.
Even the second one had 2.
Yeah, I mean, they ranged from... I definitely had a bunch of different numbers for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if they differed from level to level. But either way, the game's awesome. I'm glad that I didn't... I want to say I'm glad I didn't play it back in the day, because being able to play pretty much the same exact game, just looking a lot nicer, was a treat. And it wasn't a full price game, so that was nice.
Yeah, it was a really gorgeous game, and it's
I mean,
only
you had it, did you have it for the one day, but you got it at the right time?
Yeah, I got it after 9, so I
So you only paid $3?
paid $3 to play through
not
Shadow
bad.
of the
I
Colossus.
think I'm playing $9. I'm at 6 right now.
We played $3 to
still,
play Shadow of the
still
Colossus.
worth it. Oh yeah, that's true. I let
I
you
only
borrow it
got
when I
through
was
like
done.
5 or 6 Colossi, but I had returned a little early.
Yeah, it's
I
a lot
can
of Lou. You should definitely try to grind that out by
Yeah, I mean,
the time.
Yeah,
you
it doesn't
return
sound like you have that much more to do, although you are on normal. But you can change the difficulty, I think, in-game if you want to just... You're going to finish it on normal.
I don't think you can change it, can you?
You might not be able to. I'm not sure.
I feel like
If you can bump it down, it might just
I thought it was something
might
else.
just make it quicker, if anything. I was really in it for...
I think the thing I struggle most with is getting to the damn Colossus.
Oh, all right. So that's one big gripe I have with it, is that if you don't make it all the way to the Colossi and you die, you have to go all the way back to the shrine, even if you do like manual saves.
How are you dying on the way to the Colossi?
So like,
yeah, I got lost and I tried drowning my guy, so I would wind up back at the shrine and he wouldn't even drown.
So I mean, I got lost a time or two, but the moment that sticks out for me is when you're going to the final Colossi. There's a part that you have to get through that involves traversal and like a mechanic to get. I just kept dying trying to get to the final boss, because there is a part that isn't just here, walk through this open field and there he is. There was platforming you had to do to get there, yada yada. It was one part that I kept screwing up. It has to do with getting onto a bridge, and I couldn't get onto the bridge. So like after my second time or third time of having to start over from the shrine, like where you're reborn, going to this spot, doing that 3 times, I finally was like, okay, this is really dumb. Just in case I die again, I'll save. So I saved the game, died again, and then it put me back in the shrine. And I was like, all right, well, so let's load that save I just made. And then you load it, and it goes back to the shrine no matter what. No matter where you saved it, it's going to put you back to the last time that you kill the Colossi, pretty much. When
That's
you like wake up and the guys are looking over you. Holy fuck. It was like 5 or 6 times trying
Maybe
to beat
that's
it.
why you had so much gripe towards the last Colossus. Colossi.
You know, that might be because that was one I had to look up how to get to him. Not how to beat him or anything like that. It was, how do I get there? And you know what's annoying? When you're like, you type into YouTube, defeating the 16th, or like how to beat the 16th Colossi. And it's like, all right, well, here he is. That's definitely the dude. But it doesn't show you the journey to him. It just shows you when you're actually at the Colossi, which wasn't helping me at all. So I had to go to like an IGN wiki that was like, start at the shrine, take a left, go through the woods. And it was a journey.
Sounds fun.
Game was awesome. Besides some minor things here and there, I think it plays well. There's not a lot of experiences in gaming where you're taking down such a huge foe. Like,
you really feel accomplished once you take down a few of them.
like,
you know,
the final boss is like scaling a skyscraper. Like, he's huge, and I don't know, you feel tiny and insignificant.
There were a couple of times where I got thrown off and I was doing a little bit of swearing at the Colossus. Just heard a lot of those as well, because I was playing it. So I played this on the PS4 on the 4K TV. So it looked
real nice,
gorgeous on that 55.
Oh, I bet.
And there were definitely a couple times where I got pissed off and started to yell, but I also yelled when I finally killed them. So it felt
there's nothing like hearing that like and then it just goes silent. You're like, fuck
And
you.
it slowly falls.
And then I feel kind of bad, but
Yeah.
good because I beat it.
I only felt kind of bad for the first couple, like you said. The ones that didn't seem that aggressive. That one guy swinging the big sword at me, fuck him.
I mean,
Are you trying to kill me, bitch?
they're too big for their own worlds. They need to go, so sorry.
Well, and they're
Cordoned off in a weird section of the world where the only way you can get there is this giant fucking bridge. Like, humans aren't meant to be there. This is supposed to be the land of the Colossi.
No, they're not meant to be there. That's why we're killing them.
They're literally there because you'll find out more once you beat the game.
They're just representations of higher powers that need to be taken care of.
Dorman, the evil devil man.
Give me back my wife.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
good game. Everybody go play it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Easy mode, 5.5, 6 hours, and that was after he fucked up the jump 6 times.
True.
So you're looking at probably, if you do everything like solid, you could probably get it done around 5.
If not a little less.
So don't fuck up. Go play it. It's a lot of fun. But next up, let's get into some free shit.
Ching!
Perfect. Nothing has changed at this point, so we're going to run through them real quick. Games with Gold, your Xbox One Zombie until the 15th, so you got a couple more days to grab that. And Shadow Warrior, February 1st to the 28th. Now, replacing Zombie the 16th, you can get Assassin's Creed Chronicles India. Woo!
Woohoo!
Yay!
For 360, Split 2nd until the 15th, and then replacing that is Crazy Taxi, Luce's favorite game.
Yeah.
For PS Plus this month, PS4 you can get Knack and Rhyme. PS3 Spelunker HD and Mugen Souls Z. And for your Vita, Grand Kingdom and Exile's End. Up next, on to some listener questions. All right. First up, Bama Shocks writes in, how long do you guys think the content inside Monster Hunter will keep people? Will everyone fall off like they did for Destiny 2, or will they stay on it like GTA Online? I mean, it already lost me. That's not surprising, though.
Yeah, you're kind of a.
It doesn't. The fights are too fucking long for me. Like, I would never, if I got into that Anjanath fight and I thought it was going to take me fucking 40 minutes, I would stop and play something else.
But you'll play a League of Legends match for an hour. What's the difference?
There's constantly stuff happening in a League of Legends match. I'm not shoot, duck, dodge, shoot, duck, dodge, shoot, duck, dodge,
Sounds
shoot,
like you're
shoot.
playing dodgeball.
I feel like you're being reductive. Because I could say the same thing about your League of Legends game.
Redundant?
Reductive?
No, never heard it used like that. You learn something new every day. No, because League is always changing. There's multiple lanes. There's always something different happening in the game. It's always going to keep you intrigued. And when I get out of that game, I'm going to go up in LP or down in LP, and it's a grind. In this game, I feel like I could fight the same thing like for 55 minutes straight, and it's just the same combos. If you're doing it alone, it's hella fucking boring. And the game fucking cheats anyways, so I didn't really like it. I thought it was going to be great. I will admit that.
If you go back and listen to the last podcast, you had nothing to say but glowing things.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I don't dislike the game itself. I just dislike the style. I'm not a grinder.
So why did you like Destiny?
I liked Destiny until it became dumb too.
We shouldn't have let you answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get to answer every question.
I know.
I just don't like the
fucked
length
up.
of time it takes to win a battle by yourself.
Fair enough. As far as this game having legs comparative to Destiny, I think, yes, it'll have at least the same amount of end game and things to actually strive for. With different armor sets, trying to get the parts for the armor sets, different armor for your Palico. You're playing for that kind of stuff. I also know that a lot of the content that they're trying to put into this game post-launch is free content. So, like, if they're going to add new armor sets, they're going to add some new monsters, new areas, that kind of stuff. If that rolls out free, it'll do well. I don't think anything will touch GTA Online.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And how long that's like GTA Online. It feels like they created kind of like an MMO. They're not going to call it an MMO, but like you're there every day, earning money to buy whatever has come in the new content, and they're constantly rolling out new content in GTA 5. It's not like every other game. It's a rare case. GTA 5 is, I feel like, as far as end game goes, because they might drop a new car that costs $15 million or something. That's going to take you a lot of time. You're going to have to build up your I haven't played GTA in so long, but you could get like your empire.
Is it your empire?
Oh, I'm just saying you're
building like your CEO status.
Your CEO status, you can be like in the motorcycle gangs, you can like head up a motorcycle gang, make money that way. Like there's a bunch of different avenues to generate the one currency, which is just the dollars, to buy the new stuff. I do think, though, it'll be longer than Destiny. Destiny didn't seem like it had a ton that you were playing for, and there was only a certain way to get the best gear in the game. You had to be doing the raid, or you had to be doing the PvP thing, whatever. What was that called? Trials of Osiris?
Trials, yeah. Or Iron Banana.
Yeah, like those were a few ways to do it. With Monster Hunter, you're constantly having to look for different monsters, to get the parts you need, to get all this different gear. There's 14 different weapons for you to master. I would argue that learning each one in itself takes hours, especially with some of the more advanced weapons.
Yep.
But
yeah, definitely there seems that there's going to be some type of longevity with this game. I mean, it's already the most selling Monster Hunter out of its series, too, I'm pretty sure now. It's like the biggest one. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I think everyone that's picking up is loving it or liking it enough.
Or hating it.
I mean, few and far between, but I feel like there are some that are now hating it this week, but last week loved it.
And I didn't like it that much last week because I bitched and complained that the multiplayer is laggy and it was killing me for some unknown fucking reason.
Yeah, I just don't. It's not fair to.
Like I said, I like the game itself. I like the grind stuff for it. I like the amount of stuff you can grind for. I don't like the amount that it takes to grind for them. Sorry, I was fixing myself. I like the stuff you have to grind for. I dig the outfits. I dig like getting better with the weapons and stuff. That's cool. But if it's going to take me 40 minutes to kill one fucking monster and then I have to go back and kill like 100 little ones again to get the right armor.
But don't you feel accomplished after that 40 minutes? You're like, yeah, fuck you,
no,
you're
because
dead.
I'll just fucking lose it. It'll take me 30 minutes. I'll fucking die and then I'll have to go do it again. And that's just at the point, like, and
so
I can't play
good.
So I have to get better single player, which is going to take a lot of grinding smaller things, or I have to play multiplayer and I can't kill the goddamn thing because it's lagging all over the screen.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping their server, I haven't been on it in a while now, but hopefully their servers are cleaned up a little bit compared to how bad they were. That's the thing. It just sucks because the last taste of Monster Hunter you had wasn't good because it was that night where, like you said, you felt like you were getting cheap shotted because the monster would be killing you and it wasn't anywhere near you. And it's That's also a game.
Understandable.
It's also a game I wouldn't play solo to begin with. I don't think. I did this week just because I knew I had to play it quick, but definitely more fun with friends. We can. I don't want to get you too riled up, Ben. So
I'm good.
We can move on to the next question.
All right, next question. Ross writes in, what is your favorite game to play when you just want to relax before bed? YouTube.
That's not a game.
I can't.
No.
You're bad at answering questions.
I can't play, like, I get too riled up with most of the games
I
play.
What happened last night? You didn't even talk about what you played this week.
Still watched a half hour of...
No, I know, but what...
Oh.
That was a good before bed game.
I downloaded Microsoft. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Minecraft.
Microsoft's Minecraft.
No, I downloaded Minecraft on my computer, and I tried to play it for like 45 minutes, like 11 o'clock, and it turned into me going to bed at like 1:30. Playing Minecraft, and I only went to bed because I was mining and fell through a hole into some lava and died.
That'll
and
happen.
Got really angry.
Yep.
So
that seems like a perfect wind down kind of game, though. Like with the music too.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Minecraft music is so soothing, and makes me want to go to sleep.
I still had to watch some YouTube afterwards. Like, no matter what I play, I could play, like...
I've fallen asleep playing games before.
I believe you.
Have you dropped your Switch on your face yet?
Nope. Because I don't play with it above my head like that.
That's probably true.
A really good game that put me to sleep a bunch was Life is Strange Before the Storm.
I can see that.
I tried to play that a few times. Any Telltale game, if you're really trying to get to bed, this isn't a shot at Telltale games. It's just the style of game it is. The same thing would happen if I was reading a book before bed. Mm-hmm. Essentially, that's what it is.
Unless it's a nudie magazine book.
Nudie magazine day.
Billy Madison.
There we are. I think Zelda's a good one.
Yeah. Zelda is. This is just gonna take out a lot of games. Anything on the Switch is good to play before bed.
That's one thing. I feel like it's limited to the Switch at this point because I don't have a game system
in your bed.
In my bed.
Yeah.
I mean, this is before bed, so you don't need to be in your bed.
Yep.
But the easiest way for me to wind down is just laying in bed with my Switch. Mm-hmm. And Zelda seems to be the one game that is the easiest to pop on. Just find some new shrines, interact with some NPCs that you may have missed, or just whatever.
I've been playing Darkest Dungeon before bed.
Darkest Dungeon seems like the worst thing to relax.
I don't know. I've also liked to fall asleep to horror movies, so I don't think it really.
The Darkest Dungeon thing makes sense though.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go to bed watching like 28 Days Later or like any good zombie film or any good horror.
Zombieland, I think, is the only one I could see myself falling asleep to because it's funny. Like Shaun of the Dead, maybe.
Shaun of the Dead.
It has to be a comedy. Like 28 Days Later before bed. Fuck that.
Aliens, Resurrections, anything like that.
I'm not a big fan of nightmares.
I mean, because I used to be really big into lucid dreaming, so it kind of helped me realize, okay, shit, I'm having a zombie. Zombies aren't real. Shit, I'm dreaming. Hey, zombie, you're not a zombie anymore. You're Sigourney Weaver, and now you're Pamela Anderson, and now you're about to have sex with me.
Did that ever work for you?
No.
Wait, so you're weird. You're weird zombies in your dreams. You could just turn into naked ladies.
I mean, I've never done that.
But you can do whatever you want.
When you lucid dream, you can take control of your dreams and do random shit.
I tried it for 2.5 weeks. I tried like all the lucid dreaming shit. Couldn't get it.
I did it for months, and I was getting really good at it too.
So why did you stop? It seems like that would be something I would want to continue.
I think I actually started having real sex in real life, so I didn't need to try to get it in my dreams.
Well, why don't you do it in both?
How about you start it back up?
And then maybe that'll coincide with you having some actual sex again.
Maybe. I don't honestly know why I stopped, but I know there was some extra sex involved.
You just fucking in between your box spring and your mattress?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Good.
But yeah.
Wow. And what did you say? Free cell?
Oh, yeah. Like solitaire, free cell.
Oh, okay. Got you.
I don't like to use my brain much before bed. I mean, I don't like to use my brain much ever.
Oh, yeah, but you can't tell me if you're staring at a Sudoku thing for like 20 minutes that shit will just make your eyes close.
I mean, yeah, that's true. If I want to be bored to death, I'll do Sudokus, I guess.
Bored to death, huh?
Bored to death.
I love Sudokus. Up next, Ladonian. Do you think the Xbox Design Lab will include the new Xbox Elite controller?
God, I hope so.
I also God hope so.
I would like it to, but I don't foresee it including it.
I feel like shells aren't that, like, even if you just gave you an option to do like the front shell a different color or a different design, I guess you'd need the back too, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Fuck.
I don't know.
I don't think they'll do it, no.
I think their biggest problem is at this point they're at like 160 now for Elite controllers. 150. So I think you can get, like, once you start doing customizations farther along, you're getting up into like 250 mark, and at that point you're like the same level as Scuff.
I think.
So I think you want to stay in that middle. I think they want to stay in that middle range.
The bump up from a normal controller to the Design Lab controller, I think, is 60 to 80. So I don't know how much more it would be for the Elite, but even if you're talking $20 like the normal controller, you're still $170 in for a controller. $150 seemed crazy when I got my Elite controller. So even tacking on another $20 to make it look different sounds nice, but I don't know if I'd actually do it.
I'll just spray paint it. Thank you very much.
I mean, I just let my hands dissolve the controller.
I would say you couldn't spray paint yours because you would just
dissolve the spray paint.
Dissolve the spray paint with your hands.
Just put like a hard lacquer on it and see if that'll stop the...
Might have to. I should just get like deodorant for my palms.
Gross.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, I also don't think they make palm deodorant.
Palm deodorant.
Maybe they do. Who knows?
Wonder if you put lotion on your skin.
That just makes it sticky.
Lotion on the skin.
But then it'll like...
No, I don't like lotion on my body. I don't like chapstick. I don't like hand sanitizer.
I don't like lotion either. I don't. Like, I put it on my hands. I'm like, how do I get it off?
Yep.
Too oily?
It's still there. Get the fuck off my hands.
I don't like that. I don't like
kind of
chapstick.
lotion.
All that shit. None of the above.
It's like medical healing. Like, I have it for my nose, and it's like healing
lotion for your
or whatever.
nose?
Yeah, I have like weird spots on the bridge of my nose that just get really dry. So, like, especially during the winter. But then it's just all over my fucking hands. I hate it.
Then you have to type on a computer, and that shit's just annoying.
Yeah, and then you like touch your phone. It's like, no, not my phone.
I feel like you would have an oily nose for being an Italian.
I mean, I also have an oily nose. It's just it doesn't work. I have an oily forehead. If you give me a napkin, I can make it all different colors for you.
Ew, that's really weird.
So can I, but that's just because I sweat a lot.
Yeah, that's usually where I'm coming in from, is the sweat.
Yep. All right.
A man that can only sweat through his suit.
No, I don't think you're the only one. I just think you do it way too often.
I'm the only one that can do it.
I bet you I could definitely sweat through a suit.
I bet you can't. Let's have a sweat off.
Accepted.
All right.
All right. Up next, Artful Otter writes in: if you could change one thing about online video games services such as Xbox Gold, PS4 Network, etc., what would it be? They'd be free.
Yeah, I was gonna say free would be a good one.
I mean, a price drop's always
nicer as well.
Or better Xbox One games.
I mean,
gold.
At this point, I buy a game on Steam and I don't have to pay to play it through Steam. But then I buy a game on Xbox, I still have to pay $60 a year to play the video game online. I already pay for internet. Why do I have to pay for the fact to use the internet on a specific server when I can just do that on my computer for free?
I mean, I think a lot of it's because Microsoft is hosting. Because when you boot up a game in Steam, is the servers are coming from the actual companies, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how any of that shit works, so I'm not going to gauge that. I think that adding better games, though, for Xbox, I think Ross wrote in a couple weeks ago saying, does Xbox need to step its titles up? Sure, they definitely could. Like I said before, they're free games every month, so you can't really complain. But
True.
We could definitely see some more AAA titles. I think a cool thing for Xbox Live would be which it'd just be a crazy, stupid, good deal. But if you had Game Pass wrapped up in it somehow, like say maybe...
Oh, yeah.
If you...
bundle
it with, like, if you bundle Xbox Live, Game Pass, and, like, EA Sports or something and pay $70.
If you have EA access, yeah. Like, if the total cost brought Game Pass down to, like, $5 a month, if you tacked it on with your Xbox Gold, I think that would be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely won't happen, but a man can dream. PS4, I don't spend enough time on my PlayStation to know what needs to be changed on the PlayStation Network.
A gaming pass like they did for Xbox, because there's some old PlayStation games.
I don't think they really need it, though, because all their games with gold
they have their PS Now. I think that's what it's called. But it's stupid expensive compared to the Game Pass, and I think you have to like rent the games. I don't think you get to keep them or anything like with gold if you're using the PlayStation Now. It really shows my
knowledge of
nice
Sony working
Sony stuff. I know that Sony gets hacked all the time. Like,
I just saw something the other day. Didn't they just get hacked?
I wouldn't surprise me, but like when I purchase games on there, I buy gift cards from Amazon for the PlayStation, and I just load gift cards on instead of putting my credit card information into the PlayStation, because I'm like, I've heard enough bad things about people's...
Oh, definitely have a credit card on the PlayStation Network.
Do you?
I don't know if I have one or not.
I don't know. They sketch me out as like Microsoft doesn't at all. I've never had an issue with them. I've also been using them the longest and the most. I'm not even positive if I have PlayStation Plus right now. Do you know if we have that?
I think we do.
We might. Okay,
Yeah.
so I might have bought a year of it at some point. But yeah, I don't know. Not a ton of things I would change. I think Xbox is doing it right, and I don't know enough about PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Anything, Lou? Agree?
Yeah. Better games, cheaper prices.
The huge.
Maybe if Nintendo had something like this, that would be super nice.
I mean, they kind of will.
I know.
And theirs is going to be super cheap.
It's going to be like $7 or $9 a month or something.
$20 a year.
Yeah, which isn't bad at all.
No.
Real cheap.
Real
Super
cheap.
cheap. Next up, my mentor from work, Josh Brooks, actually gave us a question this week. He said, what do you think of Tom Hardy playing Venom in the newest Spider-Man? I mean, I'm a big fan of Tom Hardy's. I think he can play that character pretty well. I
think anyone is going to be a better Venom than Topher Grace.
Yeah, I agree with that.
From Spider-Man 3. What's Eddie Brock? Is that Venom's real name, right?
I think so.
If you look at Eddie Brock, like in the old comics, he is just like a big muscly dude, just like Tom Hardy. So I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Topher Grace like in Spider-Man 3, and it was just like, what?
I think they were trying to keep it looking like the basically Spider-Man.
Kind of,
almost,
yeah.
You know?
It was, I don't know, it's kind of dumb.
Mm.
I think Tom Hardy will do a fine job. This is his first endeavor for being a superhero, I think, right?
Yeah, well,
because he's nobody in DC or anything like that.
Is Bane not a superhero?
Bane's a
he's a super villain.
He's good at super
he was in
villains.
DC.
Because Venom's really not a superhero.
No, he's also a villain. That's
Yeah.
true. I guess you just can't cast him as a hero though.
Yep.
Because he was pretty awesome as Bane. I definitely liked Bane from that
movie.
Batman trilogy. You didn't see that?
Nope.
Fuck.
And you make fun of me. I saw that one.
I guess I knew that you hadn't seen some of those movies.
There's a few movies. I haven't seen like some good new movies, but I've seen all cult classics.
Did this all happen when you were homeless, so you just couldn't go to the movies?
Probably, yeah. Around that time. Or I was in California, one of the two.
Have you not seen a single one of the Batman movies?
I've seen the Batman where he's with Liam Neeson. That's the very beginning, the first one.
Yeah, Liam Neeson is fucking... He's the dude who... Doesn't he like
He's like his mentor, then turns out to be the bad guy.
Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah.
He's Ra's al Ghul in that one.
Yeah.
That was the only one I've seen. And then I started to watch the second one. No, the one with Heath Ledger was the Joker.
Yeah,
I watched part of that one, but I fell asleep. Not because it was bad, but it was because I was tired.
Oh, is that why you fell asleep?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll have to watch those.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make you rewatch whatever one you saw, too.
Ra's al Ghul one? No, that was just on the Netflix the other day, and I watched it.
Yeah, well, fine.
We're watching them
we'll do
all
the
three
other
at
ones.
the same time.
At the same time?
Like one after another
It's going to hurt my brain.
And then we're going to make him watch Tommy Boy and The Shawshank Redemption.
We got to take care of his movies first.
Mallrats. Well, no. See, like, I feel like at this point he's kind of a lost cause.
100%.
And, like, there's way too many movies to have him watch, where it's you. It's like, there's a few you haven't seen. We can catch you up real quick. And then I'll have a friend who's, like, at the level where he needs to be for consuming movies. Mm-hmm. And then one where it's like, he's a 20-year project. We'll just...
Oh, I got to live 20 years before I can be a 20-year project.
Jesus.
Shit.
Yeah,
zebra cakes I don't think are going to get me there, but
back to the question though. Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I just watched the preview the other day for it. Even though there was no Venom, it still looks like it can be a very intense...
I don't think we'll see Venom either until like maybe the final month leading up to that, because that's coming out later this year, right? October, November, or something like that. I know it's later in the year, so I think some of the final trailers you'll finally see him, but I think they're trying to hold Venom close,
tight as they can. Now I wonder if Spider-Man's going to be taking an appearance, and won't that be
Tom Holland? Tom Holland is.
It's Tom Holland.
Yeah, so it's
the newest
our current Spider-Man.
Okay, so the one that just had.
But in the IMDb profile, yeah.
Okay.
In his IMDb thing, he's just Peter Parker though. He's not listed under Spider-Man. Okay. So I wonder if this is going to be like before
he becomes?
Before Spider-Man became...
No, because I'm pretty sure Venom came in after Peter.
Well, that's the thing.
Parker
is like
became Spider-Man.
The movies can do whatever the fuck they want. They don't really care which line.
So what happened to the Gruffalo, the other Spider-Man dude?
Not
the Tobey Maguire.
Oh, Garfield? Andrew Garfield?
Thank you.
They did too and just discontinued it. So.
No, I thought they were going to have him in this Venom movie. I thought he was going to be the Spider-Man in the Venom movie.
Tom Holland.
Oh. No, not he. Not... Okay, gotcha, yep.
All right, what's next?
Next up, Ireful Otter writes in, what is your dream job?
Dream job, you say?
Is it a phone salesman?
I would say no, unfortunately.
You had to think about it?
Yeah. My dream job would not have a job, but if I needed a job, it would be a comedian would be pretty fun. I think that would be my dream job.
There's some funny shows on Netflix about comedians, or just straight up stand-up stuff.
Yeah.
That does
be a
make a good life.
cartoonist. But yeah.
I don't know if this is something that Ben strived to be when in his younger years, but when I first started listening to EDM music, I was like, being a DJ would be pretty sweet. Like, you make...
My email's literally DJ Planet Eater.
Oh, that's your bad for being...
Dope?
For not achieving those goals.
I mean, I still have a spinner at my place.
You're so gay.
Thanks.
A meat spinner.
A meat...
Yeah, I spin people's meat all over my face. It's fantastic.
No, I just always thought, like, just traveling the world and just going up there for, like, an hour and a half set where you're just pushing some buttons and beep, 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 ing. Seemed like that'd be an alright life.
That's kind of where I was coming at from a comedian. I just go around traveling, making people laugh, doing
I would just
drugs.
be making a fuckload more money than you.
Probably. I don't know.
I think it depends.
Yeah, but
it depends on what level of DJ versus what level of comedian.
Yeah, but I'd be making people laugh, and that's way more important than making people on drugs just headbang their head back and forth.
Why are they on drugs? I'm never on drugs.
Have you gone to an EDM concert and everyone was sober or only drunk?
You can't go anywhere and everyone's sober.
Or just drunk?
I
can go to a comedy club and only meet sober and drunk people. I can go to an EDM concert and maybe never meet a sober person.
I don't even know why we're talking about this.
Neither do I, but I'm just saying.
Another one for me, I think being in games journalism would be cool.
Yeah. Or a traveling photographer.
A photographer for National Geographic.
Nat Geo, yeah. I would have to say that would be up there too. With
That's actually one of Jess's dream
That'd be
goals.
so much fun
as well.
That would be pretty
I told her
sweet.
I traveled with her wherever the fuck she went.
Hell yeah.
How about you, Ben?
Definitely DJ was one of them. That was always really cool when I was younger. But professional esports player.
So just how can I play video games for a living? I guess that's kind of where my head went when I was like, games journalism. I just get paid to play a bunch of games.
I was going to be a professional baseball player for a while. Play for the Yankees.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I would have gotten you guys seats.
Thanks, dude.
No, I would never have met you, but
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, being a phone salesman probably wasn't like, yeah, mommy, that's what I want to do for my life. But I think it's going to create a great financial opportunity for me. So
let's
really
hope
cool for
so.
right now. Yeah, I can't wait to throw that commissions check in your face.
I await it.
Await me throwing a commissions check in your face?
Yes, sir.
Will you come to what will it take for you to come to the sales floor?
I'll never do that. My job is too easy.
I was going to say, if you're going to go to the sales floor, can I take your job?
No.
Damn it.
If it was in voice cracking, then yes.
Next question.
All right. Next up, Kaboski writes in, what is your perfect hamburger? I'm assuming it's hamburger. It says burger.
It's what?
Well, because there's
you had to correct that. What is your perfect burger?
No, that's just how I read it in my head. Okay, sorry.
What? I'm assuming a hamburger.
What if my perfect burger wasn't a hamburger?
No, he's asking you what is your perfect turkey burger.
Well,
it'd be made with turkey.
He could have been more specific and wrote ham at the beginning of burger because we were going to get confused and think it was tofu.
But you know what's really funny? When you think of a hamburger, it's actually not made of ham. It's made of beef. So it shouldn't be called beef burgers.
Okay, so what's your perfect burger?
What is your perfect burger? What toppings are a must?
I don't
My
have
perfect
one.
burger has cheese and bacon, mayonnaise, ketchup. Yep.
That was easy. And how's every
Medium rare.
Yes, that question. How do you like your burgers cooked?
Medium rare
Okay.
to medium, yeah.
So I used to be a well done guy.
I was
and then
the
I got
same
yelled
way.
at
Yeah.
Good.
by our boss for ordering a steak medium well.
Like Finken boss or like
No, like Tim Boss.
Yeah, good.
I ate with him and his wife, and she's from the South, and I ordered my medium well, and they looked at me like I had 6 heads, and then when they asked Tim what he wanted, he said a steak, and if it's not still breathing, make it as close as possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's
So-
there's a line for me as far as how rare a steak or a burger can be. Like generally if there's blood leaking out of it, not for me. I think there's a nice spot at medium where it's pink and I don't have to have blood anywhere on my plate. But as far as toppings go, I'm a big fan of like Western burgers. I would say things with like the strawed onions,
Onion rings.
barbecue sauce, that kind of
What
stuff.
about eggs?
The breakfast
breakfast
burgers
That-
are pretty
dude,
good.
that's the thing is like there's so many. I'm also really fucking hungry right now.
This
Like I
question
know
is
we
probably
all
the
are.
worst, yeah.
There's so many good ways to have burgers. Like
Mhm.
I also love like blue burgers, like with blue cheese.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Delicious, like hot sauce and blue cheese on a burger.
Or mushroom.
Mushroom Swiss
the fucking Fridays burgers they have there with the
with the A1
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels stuff.
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to have a good burger. The only
And
way
the
to
last
have
one I will throw out there. Sorry to cut you off.
it's fine.
From your previous employer, Red Robin, they do a bonsai burger, which has, it's weird, but it has pineapple on it, and I think it's teriyaki sauce,
Yep.
right, on the burger. That's usually what I get when I'm there. I don't know. There's a lot, but I would say Western.
Yeah.
A Western burger is
I'd
generally
say-
my go-to.
There's a lot of good ways to eat a good burger. There's a lot of ways to eat a hamburger or a burger, whatever you want to call it. There's only one bad way to eat a burger, and that's if it's a tofu burger. I'm sorry. Just
Or I was gonna say or a turkey burger, but I've actually had some turkey
have
burgers.
you had the
that
turkey
aren't-
burger from Red Robin?
No.
So
It's actually good.
Is it-
Good.
is it yum?
It is. It is yum.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm working at a burger joint. Love all burger shapes and sizes, unless they're tofu, or like rice burger. Gross.
I just don't put
Quinoa
any
burger.
vegetables on it.
Quinoa-y.
Just don't put lettuce or tomato on his.
Lettuce,
Or onion.
tomato, all that stuff, all of the above.
Or like I'm
So-
super pissed when like you get a burger from like McDonald's and they have that like super fine pickle. Or
Do you not
whatever
like
stuff on
pickles?
there. No, I don't like pickles.
Why do you not like pickles?
Or onion.
Or yeah, the onions. Just I'm
So,
good.
Lou, would you say you like your burgers like your women? There's really no standard for ingredients or what they look like or taste like?
I'm gonna refuse to answer this question.
All right, fair enough.
So
Next
yes.
question.
So yes. And last but not least, Ladonian asks, tater tots or French fries?
This is a 3-2-1.
I was gonna not say anything. I was just hoping you'd do it, but yes.
All right, this is so tough, man. I
Hey,
feel
you're
like this
you're,
shouldn't
you're
be a
spoiling the
3-2-1.
surprise
What?
of your
Oh.
answer.
I didn't say anything. I just said it's a tough one. A tough one. 1, 2, 3.
French
Tater top fries.
Tater tot fries?
Fucking dickhead.
I have them all, man.
This is the toughest one
Right?
we've had to do, in my opinion. I think French fries edge out tater tots. It's tough though, because not often do you get offered tater tots and French fries at like the same meal. The only place I can think of is Sonic, where they're like tater tots or French fries, and I always say tater tots. But I think that's just because
You can't get
most
them anywhere
places
else.
don't offer me tater tots
It's true.
instead of French fries. But I don't know, fries, like when they're done right, are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Tater tots, I feel like you don't get them a ton of different ways, like
Yeah.
seasoned as well, or like with, like I know you can get loaded tater tots, but
I've had some pretty gnarly tater tots that weren't cooked all the way, so they were kind of gross.
or yeah, if there's ones that taste like hard, I mean that
Yeah,
goes
that's
either way
really
though.
better than
Undercooked
mushy.
tater tots and undercooked French fries are two of the fucking worst things ever. So that's a tough one, Ladonian. Good work.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And so, well, you said tater fries, Lewis.
I don't know.
That's
It's
the cop out.
It really was. I love them both. If I could, I'd eat them both at the exact same time.
Yeah, but I've got a gun right now pointed at your head. It's on your temple.
Okay.
You feel it.
Yep.
Tater tots or French fries, or you lose your life.
Bullshit, I'm dead.
Just pull the trigger.
I mean, if it came down to it, I could only eat one for the rest of my life.
So you have to eliminate one forever.
I would probably go with French fries just because.
Right? Like, wait, eliminate French fries or keep French fries?
I would go with French fries.
Okay.
Eliminate tater tots.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, just because, like you were saying, like there's a lot more stuff you could do with French fries.
I guess
can
when
put
you
them
put
in
it that way,
burritos.
like if it's not like hey, do you want this or this? It's like, hey, one of these is going to disappear forever. I guess I want the tater tots to disappear because a life without French fries doesn't seem worth living, you know?
Yeah. And then you could always just take French fries, cut them up, and then...
Fuck off. You
tater
can't.
tots.
No. You're breaking the question.
He does every time.
That's true. Can I have two answers? Tater tots and French fries.
That is going to do it for our questions. That section was brought to you by 16 Ounce. You can find a couple more things about them in the show notes below. Join their Discord, and they have a bi-weekly podcast you can listen to as well. So go check them out. Up next, we're going to get into the news. All right, the news. Is there one you want to specify this time? Or?
Nah, man. You just do what you got to do.
Okay, then I'm going to do it this way. So, sounds like we're going to see some more Battle Royale games, Zach?
I think you're going to see, hundreds of more Battle Royale games. The two that I'm going to talk about, though, I'll start with Fear the Wolves.
Fear the Wolves. Is this another Liam Neeson movie?
Scary.
I'm being very fearful right now.
Are you afraid?
I am so afraid.
Don't be afraid. Well, maybe. Actually, this game kind of seems like it might be the scariest Battle Royale game you'll play this year.
Ooh, do tell.
This is being developed by Vostok Games.
I think it's pronounced Vostok.
I mean, there's a K at the end of it at least.
Vostok.
What the fuck? No.
I'm putting another cover on your microphone before you spit too much into it.
These are a bunch of
mics.
A bunch of devs that worked on the old game Stalker, which I actually had to look up because I didn't play it. It was a game that took place. It was set near Chernobyl, where the nuclear power plant exploded, and there's a bunch of weird things you have to fight. They're taking this game to the same type of area, I want to say. So their take on the 100-person Battle Royale game is it's going to have some of these mutated creatures. It'll have dynamic weather, just other things besides just a human element that's going to be out to kill you.
Oh, that's interesting. Almost like, sorry, I had a little hiccup going on
there.
So kind of like the Dark Zone then, in a way, where you have
like NPCs you have to deal with, plus human combatants. Yeah, I would say that's exactly what it'll be like. You're going to be able to find and equip gear just like in a Battle Royale game, except for some of the gear you're going to find here will actually let you into areas that were like off limits before. Like in The Division.
I was going to say, yeah.
Once you have a high enough mask or like a breathing apparatus, you could actually go into areas that were highly toxic, contaminated. So that's going to be a part of it. So if you find a level 3 gas mask or whatever, you might be able to go somewhere where other people aren't going to be able to. It should be interesting. Mm-hmm. They're not only launching the Battle Royale mode, Fear the Wolves, they're also doing a second game mode. They said it's going to put a twist on their original Battle Royale game. They haven't detailed it at all.
No, this is for the
PC and console.
Okay.
They said it's coming out in 2018. So it'll be in beta on PC. They did say that. So we'll be able to see what it looks like in the upcoming months here. But just one more Battle Royale game making its way out onto the playing field. And again, it seems kind of different compared to what we've seen so far.
I like the element of other combatants other than other people.
Like having to worry about a six-legged, crazy, scary monster chasing you. Sounds scary.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, next. Red Dead Redemption 2 Battle Royale.
I did hear something about this.
How does that sound?
It sounds frightful.
How do you think that's going to... Oh, well, first I should say this is just rumors and speculation right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is leaked by Trusted Reviews. Apparently they've had this information since August 2017. They finally decided it was time to have this, because there's more than just the Battle Royale, and I'll go over that later. But they thought that the leaks that they got their hands on, I would say, it was good to show the public because the photos that they got during that match up with a lot of the promotional material that's actually come out from Rockstar for the game. So they're like, all right, well, this all has to be true then. Like, these files we got that were all dumped together, the photos match up. So here's the rest of the information. And one of those things was their 3 competitive modes, one of them being Battle Royale.
See, that would be very interesting in the Western world because there's not that many selections of guns.
Horse and buggy. Not for guns. A horse isn't a weapon.
No. But like for weapons, you can only get like a 6-shooter, break action rifle, maybe a double barrel shotgun. You're not going to get any pump action shotguns. You'll get the lever action rifle.
Molotovs you could probably still do.
Molotovs, yeah. There would be a few different 6-shooters, maybe a 9-shooter in there.
So it's just, I guess it's the weapon selection will definitely be
limited. But I like the fight scenes because it'll be in like little towns. You'll have little like rodeo towns. You can go into a saloon.
So like, what happens when?
Well, that's it. So that's the only other thing is if you only have a horse, you can't make the map that big. Because maps are big in like PUBG and everything because you can travel.
Well, but
if you have a horse and carriage.
Think about like Fortnite. I would say you'll probably have a map that's Fortnite sized, if not a little bigger.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think it'll be anything near PUBG sized because you're not going to be going
because that's not their main attraction either.
But right, a horse is still going to be a fast way to traverse the map.
Any type of land
should be all right. But what I was thinking, like, if it comes down to like 2 people left in the game and you're like in a town, just like walk to the center and you have like a duel.
When the clock strikes noon.
Except for, that would never happen. Like, as much as you wanted to set it up and you kind of just like walk out with your like gun holstered into the center of town, that asshole, as soon as he walks into town and sees your guns holstered, he's just
yep, and then you're dead.
Light you up. The other 2 game modes are going to be Fight and Revive, which is going to be a team-based game where once you get hit, you're downed, and you can you only have a certain amount of time while you're downed for your teammates to revive you. Otherwise, you're out for the round. Pretty standard nowadays. The other one is Money Grab. There's going to be a centralized area on the map where there's going to be money. You need to take the money from the center and get it back to your base or your vault, whatever it's going to be. Kind of like a capture the flag. It seems like. That's the stuff for the multiplayer, though. The other thing, they touched on making the actual world in Red Dead 2 seem more lively. So there's going to be things like when you're inside of a town, the shops are going to close up like at night. Like, you're going to see things with the dynamic weather and like with the day-night cycle. You're going to, like, at night, you're not going to be able to go and sell your stuff.
You can still go to the saloon, I'm assuming.
Right, and like the saloon will still shut down at some point. A few activities you can do in the world, though. They mentioned fishing and gold mining.
I go pander for gold.
Yeah, and I wonder if, like with fishing, I'm assuming you can either keep it for food or you can bring it to a shop, sell it.
Yep.
Like, that seems pretty standard. And then one other thing... You know how in GTA 5 you could get like apartments and you could spend all your money in GTA Online on like these big sweet apartments or like little shacks, whatever. They're talking about having customizable tents being a big draw here. So,
nice.
So maybe your super expensive tent is like a 10-man tent and can fit.
I think they should have went the other way by doing more like getting better horses, better saddles, doing better carriages, like being able to get like an iron cast carriage and shit like that.
Like that'd be a good part to add as well. I think I think the tent thing works,
Mm-hmm.
but I would still want to have like a ranch or something as like
Yeah.
my home base.
That would
maybe.
be cool if they put a ranch in it. Then you can actually
And get
tend
like
to the ranch.
get like a bigger barn so you could fit more horses, which is like a bigger garage for more cars. Same kind of thing.
Better cattle.
I'm still super excited to see what Red Dead Online looks like. Two more quick notes. You're going to be able to play the whole game in first person, which they implemented into GTA 5 eventually. It's not something I would do. You're playing an actual character, so it seems weird. Unless you're in online mode, maybe play first person. Otherwise, I think you want to be able to see the character you're playing. And lastly, they're releasing a companion app that will allow you to do some social activities, like playing poker.
Oh, very cool.
I think it'd be sweet if you could just, like, when you're not logged into the game, if you could just play poker against people and, like, win money through poker that would translate into the actual game.
Like, so there would be an app also you could play on your phone that would give you money.
Yeah, so it's like the app, it makes it sound like you can do... It said social activities, one of them being poker. So there might be other, maybe like be able to play darts, like flicking darts at a dartboard or something.
My next question is, are they going to do a zombie mode like they did in the last?
I hope that we get Undead Nightmare 2, I guess, is what you could call it. I think that'd be fine. I think that'd be sweet. That wasn't mentioned here, though. No. And like I said, this is all still leaked stuff. This is nothing official from Rockstar. But I would say a few of these you could definitely expect. Battle Royale seems like a no-brainer for pretty much any game going forward. I think instead of having whole games devoted to this, like a PUBG, you're just going to start to see it be just another mode. Like, you can play Team Deathmatch or you can play the Battle Royale version.
Kind of like Fortnite.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very cool.
There's only one other one. So I saw a few streamers playing Island of Nine. It's NYNE. Which is another Battle Royale.
Oh, cool.
It's like futuristic though. Like the gear you get is like definitely, it's almost like Prey Neuromodi, where it feels like electricity is like running through your shields and stuff. And it looks interesting. You said like you don't parachute down, you just kind of land.
What's it called?
Island of Nine, I believe. I was watching Shroud play it the other day, and it kind of looks like a mixture of both Fortnite and PUBG. Like it plays a little more like PUBG, but there's only you can get like 3 different types of guns and stuff. As far as I know, it's only in like closed alpha at the moment. So it's pretty early, but it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, the video has popped up said alpha number 14. So it's definitely.
Yeah, but it seems a little more like it's almost like a futuristic style.
Yeah, that's definitely what it looks like from here.
So first person only?
That's all I've seen so far. And one of the cool things about this that I liked is, you know how you can just run around in the beginning of the game, like you're in a lobby,
just dicking around before you get on the plane.
The beginning of this game is like a gun game. So you're running around, you start with a pistol, but if you get a kill in like the beginning of the lobby, then you like go up to another pistol. And so you like test out all the guns that way by like getting kills in the lobby and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
I mean it looks smooth from what I've seen. Like the actual gunplay looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And system?
So far I've only seen it on PC, but it's also just in closed alpha, so who really knows at this point?
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm gonna kind of play off that Battle Royale style thing and head over to Fortnite. Haven't really heard too much from them recently, but there's been a large surge of popularity in the past couple of weeks, which has actually forced them to have a bunch of server issues. And Epic says that's extremely unacceptable. So what Epic is doing now is they've decided to change their release plans and slow things down a little bit so that they can get you content that's not going to be bugged. I agree.
I like that. That's
nice. They put a lot of effort into doing like cosmetic stuff, which is cool, and they come out with something new like every couple of weeks. But they've been putting out a lot of bug stuff and having a lot of server issues. So they said they're gonna improve the quality of client builds and slow things down, but they said they're on the cusp of a bunch of cool things I'm going to mention here real quick. So some of the major improvements that they're working on includes faster load times, always something we look for.
Yes, please.
20 hertz servers, which is just the refresh rate.
Yep.
And a 60 FPS mode for both PS4 and Xbox One.
I saw that.
That's big.
That's huge for this game, I think.
Yeah.
That's huge for any battle
Royale
winning the 60
game.
FPS battle. They're adding a couple other servers as well to just kind of help the server issue. They're adding a West Coast one.
Yeah.
And they're also adding Brazilian servers to try and fight the problem with people trying to connect from everywhere and everywhere. But yeah, that was the big one, 60 FPS mode. I think it's going to be separate. Like, you have to click into it and stuff. I mean, everyone's probably just going to play it anyways, unless they have I don't know if it'll be crappy if you don't have an X.
I wonder if it's going to be just like, it's not going to be lobbies at 60 FPS. I would assume it's just a preference thing. So as long as you have the option to do 60 FPS, there's no reason for them to split up their servers at all.
Yeah.
So if you're smart, you'll play on the 60 FPS server
FPS.
for sure.
Or maybe you're just so bad that you just want to play on the 30 so you have a chance.
That's true.
Also could be a thing. But yeah.
I also think you missed the biggest thing here, which is the Llama Unicorn Pickaxe. Have you gotten to see this? I'll show you quick. How's that look?
Oh, God.
Do you want to be swinging that around?
Well, right now the most popular thing is a plunger with a samurai sword through it at the top.
Oh, I don't know if the unicorn beats that. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Damn.
There's been a lot of good, like I said, like their cosmetic stuff coming out has been top notch, but they've had a few server issues. So I think them slowing stuff down and then really working on like 20 hertz servers and 60 FPSs.
Yeah, it all sounds like things that are just going to make the game run better, which is what all Battle Royale games on console need.
But you need servers to work for that to happen.
Also true.
So hopefully they get their servers together and they can get us some 60 FPSs, because then I play it more. I think if it works better. I don't know. I still don't like the building part. Can't get over that. Not very good at it. That's why. But
well, yeah, that's what separates the best players at Fortnite from people like us who I generally just forget to. I mean, at least you're good at somebody shooting at me. Quick, put up a wall where I'm like, fuck, go hide behind something. Like I need to go find cover. It's like, no, you can literally make cover right in front of you.
Yep.
But yeah.
But Lou, you got some Metroid 4 info for me?
Yeah, there's actually been some information for Metroid 4. The developers have now been picked for the game. It's going to be Bandai Namco. So those are the people that made Dark Souls, Tekken, Dragon Ball Z, Little Nightmares. So they got a big pool
resume.
of games. Exactly, a big resume. And them taking on Metroid 4 is going to be awesome. I could see something... I don't know, maybe hopefully Dragon Ball Dark Soulish or something. Who knows? I'm just excited that, they're finally starting to really get the ball moving with the Metroid 4. I played it on the GameCube, loved it. I played it on some of the other consoles too, like when it came onto the 3DS. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking for another really nice, solid title for the Switch. And I think it's going to be this Metroid right here.
Can I make a confession?
You can certainly make one.
I've never played a Metroid game.
You've never been Samus.
I've never. Oh, no. See, no. I have not played a Metroid game. I'll stand by that. I have played as Samus. Super Smash Bros.
Okay, right.
Agreed.
No, I've never.
Did
played
you know it was
Metroid
a girl?
Game. I know that just because I'm tuned in enough into. I mean, if you knew it, then everybody would know it, I guess.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. It's probably.
Do you know that Zelda's a girl?
But yeah, like I said, I'm really excited about this game. Another big title coming to the Switch.
It's weird. This will probably be my first Metroid because I'm assuming it'll be hyped up and everybody will be like, "Oh my god!" and I'll be like, "Okay, I'll buy it."
I mean, coming out for the Switch, it's hard to pass it up.
That's true. I'll always take new games on the Switch.
Quick question: do you think that Redbox could ever get Switch games in their gaming thing?
I don't think they will. Just because it's cartridge based, I think is an issue in itself. Because
are they thicker than a CD case?
No, it's the same size.
No, that's fine. But if you look at your rentals from Redbox, they have the sticker that goes around the inside ring, and that has like barcodes in it, so it knows what games are going in and out. Like
you don't think
a cartridge is a little bit bigger than an SD card.
No, the cartridges are like this big.
So you're saying it'd be hard to tell which cartridge is which when you put it back
because
in the
you're not going to be able
stuff?
to do. I don't know. I'm sure they could figure it out, but I don't know if they.
Pretty sure they can make pretty small barcodes.
You're a fucking small barcode. Fuck off.
Well,
to each their own.
Can you go to me next?
On that note, sure, Zach. What do you have for me next?
Speaking of Metroid 4, this was posted on Reddit. This is more rumors. I got lots of rumors for you guys this week. Somebody posted saying that they were looking to set up the E3 2018 station for Nintendo. So they're looking at the physical stands for the consoles and whatnot. So they saw a lot of what games were going to be there based off of what stations they're setting up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of.
So this person, whoever it may be, I mean, I can tell you it's Ghost UH9BI. So they sound like they know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
I believe you.
So here's a list of things that, according to them, this person who's setting up Nintendo's E3 stuff, one of the people that's setting up, here are a list of the things we'll be seeing at the Nintendo press conference. Metroid Prime 4.
Yay.
Pokemon.
Yay.
Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 1 and 2, I think, come out in like a week, maybe. There you go. You should play the first two and then decide if you should go for that one. Pikmin 4.
Yes. All right.
Is that the one where the guy's in a bucket and he
He's
goes
a spaceship. He's a spaceman and he picks these little green, yellow, blue things out of the ground and they all follow him around. Dude, it's so much fun.
It was.
Yep. So that's Pikmin 4, which would be the fourth.
Oh my god.
The fourth main game. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Oh fuck yeah.
So it'll be an HD remake of the Wii game.
Oh my god, yes.
Super Mario Maker 2.
All right.
It's a legit sequel. It's not going to be a port
I
of
didn't
any
play
type.
one, so I'm all right
Me
with
neither.
this.
Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. Hold that. This will be the ultimate version, which is Super
64.
Smash Bros. 3DS, Wii U, with some new major content and DLC. But it'll have all the DLC from the 3DS and Wii U versions.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we were talking about wanting a Super Smash Bros. So, I don't know how you really make, like Super Smash Bros. Seems like a game that you just keep implementing on. Like, you add some new maps, you add some new characters. Like, you don't need Super Smash Bros. 17. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, fuck yeah. 3. What happened to 2?
Apparently it was a game already.
I didn't even know that, but yes.
To celebrate the 35th anniversary of Luigi.
Fuck yeah.
It's going to be developed by Next Level Games.
Oh, boy.
A new WarioWare game. Did you ever play those?
No.
It's just a bunch of mini games.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, I do. I have played one of those before.
New Animal Crossing game.
Okay.
New Fire Emblem game.
All right.
Which I think would be sweet. New Yoshi game.
Yes.
Oh, this is the Yoshi that we've already seen.
Yeah.
With like the cardboard and whatnot. A new unknown IP.
Ooh.
It's a horror game developed by Retro Studios, but it's going to be on the Switch. Okay. And last but not least, any guesses?
New Zelda.
Mario Party 11.
Fuck yes.
This will be the 11th main game in the series.
I don't need to. I'm gonna be
I don't
buying
need anything else.
I'm gonna be buying a lot of Switch games if this is actually all.
It says it's developed by ND Cube, so that's the thing. Is like, it's cool that you actually see some of the developers listed here. It makes it seem a little more legit. This is still a Reddit post from somebody who claims to be setting up the booth for Nintendo or getting to learn the layout. They're obviously not setting up yet because we're still a few months out. But if half the stuff on this list is true,
I'd be very excited. I could see some of the ports being more true than anything.
Some of the Wii U stuff definitely. I think Super Smash Bros. It feels like it's time for Mario Party.
Oh yeah,
right.
Feels like time for Mario Party.
That's the one thing that seems to be missing on the Switch.
Pikmin, I want it to be true, but I don't feel like it is going to be true. So
wouldn't that be sweet though?
It would be so awesome.
All these, I don't think there's a single game on there where I'd be like, meh, not for me.
Bayonetta 3.
Well, I guess I'd have to give Bayonetta 1 or 2 two a shot first. But so there's more rumors.
Oh boy,
some more risky rumors.
That makes me very happy. If any one of those rumors come true, I'd be very happy.
Yep, it's just Animal Crossing.
Bayonetta one's definitely already confirmed, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a rumor. So
yeah.
Yep, that's it.
I can tell you what's not a rumor.
Do it.
The first ever female player in the Overwatch World League.
I don't know. I saw a picture and I'm still not convinced.
That's mean.
Sorry.
So Kim Geargi Sion. Her gamer tag is Geargi. Giggary.
Valiant effort, sir.
Giggary. The other ones are so much easier.
Giggity.
Is set to join the Shanghai Dragons as the first female player in esports.
Who does she main? She mains that Russian chick, right? The blue-haired, pink-haired lady?
Zaya.
Zyra?
Zarya.
Zarya.
That one. She's just listed as an off tank, which is Zarya.
Yeah. I saw some of the stuff, and it looked like she mains Zarya generally. And apparently she got called out by a bunch of gamers, a bunch of like esports dudes, because they thought she was cheating because that's how good she was at this fucking at maining her.
I can't believe it. But so she's joining their full tank Fearless. I'm not gonna try actual names now. I'm just going for gamer tags. And MVP of Split Ado to round out the South Korean imports into Shanghai Dragons.
They're not doing well this year.
They are 0-8 on match record and 4-33 on their map record. So, from what last I read, they had 2 games left, and they're going to see if they could step up their communication. And their problem was their tanks originally for this split weren't pulling their weight. So we'll say they weren't communicating. They weren't learning with the team. They were just kind of doing their own thing. So they
went out and got a tank who can hopefully be the glue.
Yes. So, hoping that they do a little bit better in the inaugural season, but we'll have to see. I don't think you can come back from 0-8 and make the playoffs for this split, but maybe next split with their new front line, they can do pretty well. So we'll have to see.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And of course, last but not least, Mr. Lewis Malia.
Don't average.
Malaya.
Malia.
Surprised you don't know how to pronounce his last name yet.
It's Malia.
No, it's Malaya.
And now they're going to find him.
Malia.
They're going to find him everywhere.
Your name's on your Xbox profile. It's not that.
It's true. Malaya.
It's probably Malia.
Well, I'm Lewis.
Malaya. It's Malaya.
What do you got for me, Lou? Capcom Vancouver.
That's clearly not what it says.
Yeah, but the last part doesn't actually English, so.
Capcom Vancouver caps employees.
That implies.
I'm reading as in employees.
That's why I said it did in English.
Oh,
I had it spelled right before.
I believe you.
Thank you.
I don't believe you.
I know he's not. But yeah, Vancouver, Capcom Vancouver is in some trouble. Which the Dead Rising people, they've recently undergone some major cutbacks. Around 30% of the studio has actually got capped, like not killed, but like fired. They've been let go, canned, capped.
Never heard capped for firing people?
I think I just made that up.
So no, really fine.
Capped is what you do when you kill people with a gun.
Yep. So they've been killed off the team. They're no longer working for them. So that kind of sucks. But the team will continue to support both Dead Rising and their mobile edition of Puzzle Fighter. So they're still going to be working on that stuff. They did have, not only with the 30% of the studio being let go, they also canceled an unannounced project too.
Bastards.
But yeah, I mean, it's just I love the Dead Rising. They were pretty fun. But they're taking some people out of it. So that stinks.
Cutbacks always suck, but
but hopefully some good will come of this.
Hopefully. But that's going to do it for our news today. Let us know what you thought. Get in touch with us on Discord or something. Let us know if we missed something big or if you just want to talk to us more about something that happened.
Come hang out on Discord because our new bot, Rob, is a whole bunch of fun. And he'll let you go fishing and he'll steal all your money in the slot machine.
He's a dick.
He's actually kind of sucks.
But he's fun.
But he's there. And
he won't tell you you're beautiful.
You can give people cookies and stuff.
And he still won't answer me
reputation-wise?
on where I should go, Taco Bell or...
He will. You just didn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
God.
Did he try 8-balling it?
I did.
Yeah, he tried 8-balling it. He was like, yeah, the 8-ball, it'll tell you which option to choose. It's not how fucking 8-ball works.
Yeah.
You're not.
It's not like Magic 8-ball. Should I go to Taco Bell or KFC? And you shake it, it's going to be like, yes.
And it would be like, answer 1, answer 2.
Your
Go
8-ball
with your
was
gut.
fucking broken then, dude, because...
That's
well,
not
actually,
how
it really
8-balls work.
was. Every time I shook it, it wouldn't come up properly. And
Oh,
like
so
the-
you just made up
Yeah.
what it was saying? You're
Pretty
It's like
much.
his
go with
imaginary
option
friend.
1.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, I didn't give you options.
I was a very
8-ball.
poor child, so I had to make a lot of games up.
Did you have an actual 8-ball that you were shaking?
I did.
Perfect.
I always wanted an 8-ball, and I had finally got one. Yeah, I know I spelled it wrong. Fuck
What?
you.
What are you talking about?
So I would always shake the 8-ball, and it would never come up, so I would just have to make my own fate.
Make your own answers?
Yep.
I think that's just called making a decision.
And it didn't really help me at all. I still have bad decision-making skills.
I agree. So, this upcoming week, what do we think we'll be playing, boys? And where can we find you?
You can find me at Risky the Kid everywhere. Oh, God, what am I playing? I don't know. This is the first time that I'm not positive what I'll be playing. Hopefully hopping back into some Monster Hunter. I haven't been on my Xbox much, so I'm going to play some of that. How about you, Lou?
You can find me at Waterloo on Xbox and Beam. You can find me at Waterloo on the PlayStation
It's
Network.
not fucking Beam.
God damn it, Mixer.
Is that still written in your notes as Beam?
No, I just...
Why don't you just
He
adjust
doesn't
that?
have notes.
I just...
Clearly.
I don't know why I keep saying Beam.
I'm just going to write it in here right now.
But you can find me there on Mixer as well. Waterloo on the PlayStation Network. I will be finishing up Shadow of Colossus. I'll still be playing some Darkest Dungeon, PUBG, and I don't know, I might try to rent Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Do you want to give out your Grinder profile name?
I have a Grinder profile?
Are you not sure if you do?
I don't know if I do.
Oh.
I don't even know what Grinder is. Is that like a new dating website?
Yes.
That's a
Yep.
dating site for gay dudes.
Oh.
Why'd you
I
have
don't
to tell
have
him?
one of
He
those.
totally would have gone for it.
He's like, oh shit, I gotta go make one of those, huh? How about you, Ben?
Well, first, there was a game I was supposed to remind you to get. That you were supposed to get last week and you didn't get it. On the Switch.
Yep. What is it?
I don't remember. It's in our chat.
All right. Sounds good.
Great talk.
Fuck. This guy is old, isn't it?
Yep.
It's something with dragons or dungeons or something.
Dragon Quest V.
That one.
Dragon Quest Builders.
That one.
Okay. Thank you.
So you should play that this week too.
Maybe.
Yeah, for $44, I don't know if I'm going to play it this week.
Yeah, good point. You can find me at OMG at Chopa everywhere.
Even
I'm-
Beam?
Even Beam
And Grinder.
and Grinder.
Wait, why is it called Grind Her when you're clear-
Grinder. You fucking idiot.
It's like you're clearly not grinding her, you're grinding him.
I'm going to be playing some PUBG, League of Legends, more Minecraft, maybe some DBZ. I was always a DBZ fan, so maybe I'll hop into that, rent it for another or two.
I was going to say, I don't think
We'll see
I'll
how
be
it is.
buying it, because...
But that's going to do it for us here tonight. Make sure you go and support us on Patreon if you'd like to give back. There's a couple of cool things there that you can get for yourself as well. But on behalf of everyone here at Risk Radio, I'd like to thank you for joining us. We had a great time tonight, and we hope you did too. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. But until then, we'll catch you later.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.